Hi everyone, it's Kristen. So, yeah, I pretty much worked every day this week, and that's not the norm, but so I've fallen behind in these videos, and I feel like also I feel kind of like I'm getting a cold or something. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of run down, so yeah, I'm behind in these videos, so I apologize. I'm probably just gonna do the 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in just this one video, kind of condense it because a lot of these characters I've already talked about before in this video series or other videos I've done. So it probably will sound repetitive, but um I work all next week too, but I'm going to try to be better about this cuz I do enjoy doing them. It's just, just this week just got away from me, and I just felt, like I said, a little bit run down. So, you know. So we'll start with this one. So, and when I first saw this picture of She-Hulk, I'm like, what? I mean, tell me that that doesn't really look like She-Hulk. I mean, obviously it's She-Hulk because, you know, but it doesn't really look like her. I mean, look at the face. The face is totally not feminine at all. That's what throws me off. It just, I don't know. It's not really. It doesn't look like her. So, interesting things about her is she wanted to be a dancer when she was younger, but her father didn't approve of that, and so she once her mom died, and then the rift, you know, she was only left with her father. Then she decided that she didn't want to like increase that rift even further, so she decided to go to law school instead. She was also engaged. Well, she's been a member of the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Shield. I'm sure I'm missing some, but it was through Fantastic Four that she met Wyatt Wingfoot, who was actually um, Johnny's college roommate, the Human Torch's college roommate, and they actually had a on and off again romance. They were engaged, at some points, and he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just like an ally. Um, he's in one of the Fantastic Four comic books I reviewed. So I'll put that in the link so you can kind of see more of She-Hulk and her interaction, and then Wyatt, their interaction. So yeah. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. And then Friday is Doctor Strange, which I feel like, we've talked about him before. It's interesting that, his first appearance was in Strange Tales 110. That was probably on purpose, why they named him Doctor Strange. Strange Tales, Doctor Strange, it makes sense to me. And then Saturday, Sunday is Blade, which we talked about. Like I gave you his origin story and stuff because he had a stamp in this series. So I feel, of course, his movie was in 1998. Like, it was basically the first major Marvel superhero movie. I mean, if it wasn't for him and his movie, I don't think we would have the Marvel universe that we have today. Um, of course, the first movie was really good. It was really serious. The third movie is my favorite movie, mostly because it has, I will say, Ryan Reynolds in it, and I just have always really liked Ryan Reynolds. I thought he's a good actor, but he mostly plays himself, if that makes sense. Like The Rock, in almost all of his movies, he mostly just plays himself as a character. So, there are a lot of actors and actresses that basically that is their career, is playing themselves. So, I enjoyed the third movie, and I thought it was interesting, that I loved how they included Blade in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, when they were in that movie together. So let's see. Okay, and we'll go to this one. And let's see. Okay, so Human Torch. Let's see. Captain Marvel 34, September 74. Marvel Team Up number 20, April 74. Captain Marvel number 36, January 75. And of course, like I've said before, this is the male Captain Marvel. This is not Captain Marvel as in, Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. And this image was found in Fantastic Four number 134, May of 74 or 73. Okay, so something interesting that you might not know about the Human Torch is he actually married Alicia Masters, Ben's girlfriend, because Ben went off to Battle World and never came back. Well, at that point, didn't come back. And this was during Secret Wars, which I feel like, of course, because they're doing a Secret Wars movie, it's gonna be big. There's gonna be a lot of characters in this movie. It's gonna be like, the Avengers movies with all the cameos, all the characters, and maybe even bigger than that, because Secret Wars had all these characters, all these heroes coming together, all these villains, in the same place, basically. So it'll be interesting to see what characters they include, because they've done a lot of cameos. I think I just talked about this like the other day. They've done a lot of cameos in movies that went nowhere. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Anyway, he married Alicia Masters in Fantastic Four 300. And, yeah, even though, Alicia and Ben were off and on, for years. And yeah, Johnny kind of just like swooped in there, and, it kind of started off as just a casual thing, and he regretted it. He's like, I took advantage of your friendship. And she was the one who was like, oh no, we're both adults. It's fine. Do you regret it happened? And anyway. And then we find out in Fantastic Four 357 that it actually wasn't Alicia at all. It was a Skrull who had been impersonating Alicia, and they got switched during, Secret Wars. And so, I mean, even though it turned out he didn't really marry Alicia, that it was a Skrull, but at the same time, to even, nobody knew it was a Skrull at the time. So to, marry basically one of your really best friend's girl, that's kind of rough. Kind of like, ooh, I don't think I would have done that. But, they were kind of off and on again, like I said. And Ben wasn't there. I mean, he returned home, of course, to find that they were married, and he was really upset. But of course, eventually, Alicia and Ben did get married in the comic book, so it all turned out okay. So the next stamp is Mephisto, who is like, kind of like Satan in the comic books. This is from Captain America number 177, September 74, Tomb of Dracula 1974, Iron Man 71, November 74, and Marvel Spotlight number 20, February 1975. And he actually first appeared, Mephisto actually appeared first in Tomb of Dracula 10. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And that was like July 73. Dazzler is on the back of the couch over there, just staring at me like, I don't know. She hasn't been happy with me today or this week because I've been gone so much. I haven't been home. I've been working. So she's not happy. Which is so sad because it's not, not my intention, but what can you do? So this is images from Silver Surfer 17. So of course they changed it a little bit to make it clearer. Because you can see he is flesh colored here. And then here in the actual stamp, he is all red. So they changed it, obviously. So I've talked about him before because he's responsible kind of like for Norman Osborn becoming the Green Goblin. He's an adversary to Ghost Rider and, of course, Silver Surfer, especially in the beginning. His son is Blackheart. He also has a daughter. I think she renamed herself Jezebel. I could be wrong about that. But, I mean, she definitely renamed herself, and I'm not positive that that's the name she chose. But, yeah. Let's see. Oh. So, I've talked about this before. I'm positive, especially probably in light of Agatha all along, and we were thinking that he would be a major player in that series, and he really wasn't. And there's rumors that he's going to appear like around Secret Wars. So we'll see. Like I said, it all ties into that. So he's most notable for like preventing Hawkeye from trying to retrieve Mockingbird, his wife's soul. Also from holding Doctor Doom's mom's soul captive. And there was a crossover in the 90s between the Top Cow characters like Witchblade and, Marvel characters where he was the main villain. But because he's crossed over to the Top Cow universe and was, messing around there. And then he got banished back to the 616 universe. So Witchblade and those characters crossed over with Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Elektra, and sorry, one other character. I forgot who. Oh, and another interesting thing about She-Hulk is she actually appeared before the Supreme Court in defense of the Mutant Registration Act, which I think was pretty cool that she did. Of course, like I said, she's represented superheroes in court before too. And she actually sued J. Jonah Jameson before, and that's how she met his son. And like I said, I keep going back to the issue where she gets engaged to J. Jonah Jameson's son because that's one of my favorite issues. It's just fun. It's just kind of quirky. So anyway, I guess I'll link that in the comments again. So, oh, and Mephisto's responsible. I mean, all of you guys know this because it's a terrible, terrible story, terrible thing they did. He's responsible for One More Day, breaking up Peter Parker and MJ's marriage to save the life of Aunt May. Terrible story. I mean, there are so many people, including myself, that are like violently opposed to that story, that do not like that story, that hated that story, that it ever happened. So anyway, so now I'm caught up. Like I said, I apologize. I've just been so busy this week and not feeling that great, feeling a little bit under the weather. I probably sound a little bit froggy right now. At least to myself, I sound a little bit like froggy. I don't know if I really, really do. But anyway, so hopefully going forward, I won't get so far behind again. So I apologize. But anyway, thanks for joining me, for this video and for other videos. Oh, and I still need to post a comic book room video. I believe because I still haven't gotten my comic books in the mail. Still waiting, so I'm going to do another Dazzler video because I haven't gotten Storm 5 in the mail. I haven't gotten Uncanny X-Men, the newest issue, in the mail. So, yeah. So, Dazzler. We're going to do that for now until I get those in. So, anyway, thanks for joining me for my videos. I appreciate it. Like I said, I love reading the comments and interacting with you guys. It's so much fun. It's fun to have discussions with other people who are like me that love comics and um love to discuss, comics and theories and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you guys will join me in the future, and until next time. Bye.